It's time for our daily dose of cope. And here we have this leopard eating this face flavored popcorn. There is a lot going on right now. So let's jump right into some of these stories. I want to start with this Donald Trump Lie Social post. I went over to his page. I do go over to his page a few times a week. He's talking about renovations. People are sitting up here struggling, worrying about SNAP and healthcare costs going up. And he's talking about renovations. He says, I renovated the Lincoln bathroom in the White House. It was renovated in the 40s in an Art Deco green style right here, which was totally inappropriate for the Lincoln era. I did it in black and white polished statuary marble. This was very appropriate for the time of Abraham Lincoln and, in fact, could be the marble that was originally there. And then he has a bunch of photos with the renovations that he's doing to the White House. Then you have this woman named Holly saying, beautiful, that will make the left-wing lunatics blow up their heads. Love it. Thank you for sharing and taking care of our White House, because someone like Holly is definitely going to be able to enjoy the bathroom at the White House. I just wanted to point this out. I wanted to show you what he is thinking about, because this is literally all of these renovations. They were back to back to back photos that he was doing. So he's talking about renovating with this black and white marble. But then you have people like Cynthia who voted for him that can't even afford to eat. So she's sitting up here asking for donations, talking about, if you want to contribute to me, I'm disabled and I need all the help I can get with the shutdown. If you can help, thanks. I appreciate it. If not, that's fine. Please, no rude comment. And don't request money from me because I don't have it. So she's sitting up here asking for money, but she's also laughing at and sharing AI videos. This says EB Tisha right here. So she's laughing at EB Tisha, but she's broke and has no money and is asking for handouts. She is really cracking up at this. She's also extra Christian-y, talking about she doesn't do Halloween. So she makes this post on Facebook as if someone's going to check her Facebook post before they knock or ring the doorbell, talking about, don't come to my house trick-or-treating because 1, I don't celebrate Halloween. 2, look at this 2, TOO. I'm not going to give you candy. I have candy, but I'm not going to give no candy out. And 3, that's the devil's holiday. So y'all celebrate it if you want to, but not me. As for me and my house, I'm going to serve the Lord. Maybe if she prays a little bit harder, she can get her snap back. The other day when I first featured Cynthia, I forgot to feature this longer post that she did. She says, I'm going to tell you what I think. You may not like it. I voted for Donald Trump, first of all, but do I agree with the way he's running the country right now? No, I don't. Do I agree with how he's handling the shutdown? No, I don't. He has money to fund SNAP. He has ways to open up the government along with Schumer. I think he's more worried about people overseas and traveling and building his ballroom than he's worried about the country. I'm tired of seeing him dancing on the tarmac. I'm tired of seeing him traveling around to other countries while our country is in turmoil. I circled this part for a reason. I'm really disgusted with how Trump is handling the country. I'm really starting to regret that I voted for him. But then on the second hand, I would not have voted for Kamala Harris either. I probably shouldn't have even voted. So the important thing to note, she still wouldn't have voted for Kamala Harris, and that's perfectly fine. She would still be in this exact same situation. So many people that sat out or did the protest votes, they are still responsible for all of this. So that's the reason why she just needs to pray harder while he renovates. Yes, she just needs to pray harder. All right, now let's look at some of the how it started, how it's going. So this is the first how it started, how it's going. Eris for Trump voter from Dearborn, Michigan realizes that Trump used him only for his vote and does not care about him at all. What? He doesn't? MAGA influencer Benny Johnson says, Eris for Trump. And then Eric says at the bottom, that's right, Eris from Trump right here, baby. I've been telling my Arab friends, stop voting Democrat. They don't care about us, and it goes against everything we believe in. No more. We are done. So that is Eric saying we are done. It's all about Trump, baby. Let's go. 2024. Now let's bring it into October. Eric says, what world are we living in? People can't even buy a home. We are laid off work. Sales are down. What the F are we talking about? I voted for Trump and I can't see what they are talking about. The only thing I see Trump doing is getting rid of immigrants and signing away money to Israel. Mr. Tony says, what? Trump is the greatest president in the history of this country. The Democrats caused this. When Trump was president the first time, I got my home for half the price it is now. And then Eric says, no, man, both are effed up. Tell me why he's so great. Tell me, has he cut food prices? Has he found a way to get these prices of these homes down? Can you tell me he's done anything that's made your life better? I can't, bro. And I voted for him 4 times. 4 times? LOL. How you vote for him 4 times? What was the other time? I'm confused. And then his last post, they don't care about us. Also, every time he's in office, there are way too many problems in the world. Lots of hate. The only thing he's done good is the stock market, but I can't say my life has been better since he's been in office. And I'm 40, bro. I've seen presidents. I'm 40, bro. I don't know why that made me laugh. So Eric is not seeing anything that has wowed him yet. Unlike Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony is all about it. Right-winger Gunther Eagleman says, I don't regret my vote. Do you? Now, this is back in April. This was right after Liberation Day or Liquidation Day, liquidation of our money. Robin says, nope, I do not regret voting for Trump. She said that back in April. Here's Gunther Eagleman right now talking about President Trump is once again championing American patients by slashing pharmacy prices, pushing Big Pharma to invest in the U.S., and cracking down on illegal drug distributors from China who target vulnerable people without testing or oversight. And then how it's going is down at the bottom. Robin says, that's fine and dandy, but my health insurance went up, and the cost of my meds are costing me more than my plan. I voted for Trump, but I didn't vote for this. I didn't vote for these costs to affect me. This is affecting me now. I didn't vote for this. And that was on October 4th. Now things are about to get worse. It's going to get worser and worser. And yes, I do know that that is not the correct way to say that, but still, it's going to get worser and worser. These healthcare premiums are about to double and triple. It's about to get ugly out here. And these tariffs are still tearing people up. And I really do wonder if these are going to be overturned with what's going on with the Senate, with some of the Senate Republicans actually voting with Democrats. It's about to get really interesting out there. So another how it started. So at first, Senator Jeff Merkley says, a president is not a king and a law is not a suggestion. Trump's illegal funding freeze is a constitutional crisis. This was back in January. And to that, this person, the Q's, I don't know what the Q's is, but the Q says, absolutely legendary by Trump. Does anyone else need any more evidence of the swamp? Look at them. They have no clue what to do. Proof that government is involved on a grand scale in our everyday lives, constantly over-regulating us to need them. Cut it all. And then the Q's says, look at the obesity and entitlement. People like this are what is destroying our country. We can't sustain this type of thinking and laziness. We must cut the umbilical cord and incentivize people to produce. Shifting non-critical jobs out of the government is critical. So he said that one back in March of this year. How it's going. This was yesterday. The Q says to the White House and to Donald Trump, aerospace manufacturer Collins Aerospace and RTX company just laid off more people today, including myself. I voted for you to create more jobs for Americans. Why are manufacturers laying off more people? Oh, my, how the tables turn. Now we have Carol. Back in January, she says, I loved seeing the planes loaded with illegals that have broken the laws leaving this country today. Millions more. Keep it going. Most Americans don't even know the poisonous Biden flew illegals into this country on their tax dollars. I hope Trump puts Biden in prison. That sentence, that comment sounds dumb, but still. Now let's fast forward to yesterday. She says, POTUS, I'm embarrassed that I voted for you. Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, is in crisis right now. Nobody can be reached. Highway is closed. No medical, no school. I don't understand a president that doesn't help when a crisis happens. I'm ashamed of you. Yes, because he said, didn't he say he was going to get rid of FEMA? Didn't he say he was going to close down all of these things? Y'all voted for this, and now you're reaping all of the benefits of your vote. Let me know what y'all think.
Trump's doing that thing again. That thing where he creates a mess, then waits to the very last minute so that he can step in and look like a hero. Then he goes in and tries to clean it up, the mess that he made. That is not leadership, y'all. This is basic narcissistic manipulation 101. Like, I really need y'all to see the patterns. Because now he's sitting here telling Republicans to reopen the government so people can get their SNAP. Sounds great, right? But let's not forget why the government shut down in the first place. It's because him and his administration, they are the ones holding it hostage. They're playing politics with people's rent, food, survival. He waited until the last possible second, letting people panic. Baby, it's October 31st. They were talking about gonna be people looting in the stores on Saturday. Gonna be people protesting on Saturday. It's gonna be a civil unrest on Saturday. People gonna be in the streets. They're gonna be robbing banks and robbing the stores and going to the White House and looting and ransacking. And this is what they were saying. Just so he could try to swoop in and say, see, I care about people. Huh? Baby, no, you don't. No, you don't. You caused this. This is like setting your neighbor's house on fire and then waiting until the flames hit the porch and then coming running in with a water hose yelling, look, I'm saving them. Because I really need y'all to not confuse this with compassion. It's not compassion. It's control and it's image management. It's the same thing he did when he banned SNAP extensions and then a few months later turned around and reinstated them as if he was doing something great. Sir, you did that. Literally restoring something that he himself stripped away in the first place. This is the classic narcissistic cycle. Create chaos, deny responsibility, pretend to fix it, and then demand praise. Because let's be real, at the end of the day, this government shutdown is not about anything other than you know what. This is a distraction. It ain't about budgeting, because baby, the money is there. The money is there. Notice how every time there's heat, whether it's the Epstein files, new court cases, indictments, bitch, suddenly there's chaos. Suddenly everyone gets thrown into a panic. Our attention is averted away. Then watch, all the news outlets are going to be flooding us with headlines saying Trump saved America from a problem that he himself caused. This is emotional abuse, y'all. Keep people scared, hungry, and confused long enough that they'll start to mistake their oppressor for their savior. So no, Trump is not a hero for demanding that the Republicans reopen the government because he's the reason why it was shut down in the first place. He and his administration. Like, let's not get confused. He's the arsonist, right? The man who set it on fire, coming back with a fire truck that he stole to put out the fire that he started. That is not a hero. That's narcissism. And the sad truth of it is that people are so tired and desperate that they will thank the man who starved them for feeding them crumbs at the last minute. I really need y'all to wake up. This is a manipulation cycle. And if we don't look up, recognize it, and call it out for exactly what it is, name it, we're going to be stuck in it. So I bet I see not one of y'all, not a motherfucking one of y'all saying thank you to that man. Not a single one, him or the Republicans, because they ain't did shit but start this mess. They're not heroes. They don't care about y'all. They don't care about none of us. None of us. Michael done told y'all years ago. I just want to know when y'all are ready to burn shit down. Get to it.